Everybody around me is a paid informant. Any crimes I am committed of or otherwise um, set up for are considered entrapment. I'm not worried about you guys. Um, and then the next part of it, like the lengths at which you guys will go through to make a black girl scream is crazy. Um, I'm watching some of the stuff that has gone on. There's an antitrust now and all this stuff. All it reminds me of is when I used to work at Lewis Brisbois, Biscard and Smith. There was some infighting at that firm. About 150 attorneys left the firm in May of 2023. And I knew something big was going on. I don't know if it has anything to do with this, but the same type of fighting was going on. So, what it looks like from the outside is two people who are guilty of crimes that they know they shouldn't have done are now fighting with each other for the public to see. They're trying to smear campaign and make the other party look as bad as possible, but they're both guilty. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who allowed it to go on with like overlooking it, turning a blind eye, and then the people who put their people into places of power so that they could control something like this. So what happens is once you have infiltrated every single company, agency, once you have enough of your members in places in every single agency, the low vibrational energy spreads like wildfire. And what I mean by that is it doesn't take much for a negative person to bring another person down. So if you're around, let's say, if you're a high vibrational person and you are forced to come into contact and spend time with someone who has been committed of crimes, has bad thinking patterns, you will over time lower yourself to their level as they siphon the energy from you and bring themselves up. You have to get away from low vibrational beings, otherwise, you will become like them. You will eat bad food, you will seek money for material possessions, you will destroy other innocent people for the greater good of yourself. Right now, I have to step back and not smear campaign when I notice low vibrational energy. I have to remove myself from it. There is zero possibility of you getting me to turn myself back into the threat that you fraudulently claimed I was. There it doesn't matter how many people you stuff onto a metro bus. It doesn't matter how many cell phone cameras you have point at me. I am not going to lose my shit because I have identified white supremacy. I spoke out about it. I am now suffering the consequences for speaking out about it. There is nothing that I'm worried about. I'm not fighting any of this stuff. I'm not worried about it. I'm watching it literally take itself out. People, please speak up when you have been abused. Please speak up when you have been harassed. Because if you do not speak up, the things that are happening on the TV today, on the news, all of these three-letter organizations that are getting exposed, all of their cohorts, their what do you call it, alliances, their all of these relationships are being terminated right now because we have people who have begun to speak up about abuse, and we are identifying patterns with powerful people, and we need to get, while these people may have contributed great things to science and society, um the end result of it is like maniacal rulers who think that they have the ability to take over the world and control everyone. And then what happens within their own organizations and their friend groups is they start fighting with each other, and now everybody has to suffer because of it. So, what I suggest is if you have been offered a job or employment as a confidential informant, I understand that you may need money, so I'm not going to ask you to not take the position. I'm only asking that you report accurately. If you do not report accurately, all of this stuff is going to get way worse. While you think that you are ha ha kikiing, controlling me and making money, They are slowly setting it up so that they can take your lives next. If you are not part of the top 1%, 2% of income, you have every chance of living a life, the same life that I've lived for the last 2 decades, where every opportunity that you come into, should it be a social event, is an opportunity for someone around you to set you up to look like a criminal.